Hello, I hope that everybody's doing well. My name is Gabriella. For anybody new tuning in, before we get into the reading, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. So looking at the Moon and the King of Pentacles in the pre-shuffle. Okay, we're starting off with the Magician. It speaks about Mercury energy. You may be a creative, a designer, doing some sort of creation, manifesting something, bringing something to life. Something even that you're accomplishing through consistency. There may be something that you're learning about too as you're moving through this process as well. Moving towards even the completion of something that you've been working on. Your hard work is going to pay off. So this is like taking these elements and creating with it. It's about being even like a conduit for something like outside of yourself, that you are using even your like physical body or your mind in some way where you're translating something and bringing something to life from what it is that you're receiving, what it is that you're channeling. And I'm seeing like something's going to come to fruition because of this, because of the work that you're doing, because of what you're receiving and also what you're doing with it. A lot of good fortune, a lot of success. Even karmically, that's meant to be taking place, meant to be unfolding. It's even like this place that you get to where you were like, I had like dreams, I had a vision that I was going to get to this place. It was just a matter of how. And it seems like you're figuring out the how right now. With Mercury and Jupiter bridging together. I'm looking at Libra as well. Seems like it was just about like you even getting right with yourself and getting right with what was going on with your emotional energy, with your intuition. It's like needing to work through these certain things, through these certain levels on the emotional front, and once that was sorted, it allowed you to like even participate in something bigger than that, bigger than just like your interpersonal relationships, something bigger when it comes to what it is that you're creating. Leaving your mark. There may be something that you're still unsure about or even perplexed about when it comes to potentially you and another person. Maybe even who that person is going to be for you. So I'm looking at Libra and Capricorn together over here. You may be in a space where you know in your heart what you want. However, because of how something is playing out, you may feel like what you want is not coming to fruition, even if you're having a hard time like understanding it completely or putting your finger on it. It's like maybe even still wondering like why someone came into your life and what even the purpose of that is between you and this person. Feeling confused about the dynamic about the relationship and even like what that means or what that's supposed to mean. Like, what are the implications of that relationship? I'm seeing there be work that you're doing when it comes to setting boundaries, advocating for yourself, speaking about your needs, your expectations, working on that. Even protecting what it is that you're building and where you're going. It seems like there's something that's coming to fruition, but you may not be solid on a direction yet. It's like something is happening, something is developing, and you may be at a point where you're like, how do I prioritize this, or which way do I go with that? What do I need to see here? It can also be speaking about prioritizing like your personal ventures and also potentially like a relationship or relationships within your life. It seems also like you're being given a lot to work with. Like, I'm seeing somebody be in a room where they have like so many different mediums at their disposal, and it's about like picking which one you want to work with and what you want to work on. Like, out of all of the different things even that you could create or manifest into your life, out of all of the different options you have, out of all the different things you can bring to life, what will that be for you? What do you want to create? What comes to fruition is harmony and unity. In order for this to come to fruition, there's also a need to be clear on standards, boundaries, expectations, and if something is not meeting that, to be the Queen of Swords about it in order to protect what it is that you're manifesting. Because the way you take action is going to have a karmic impact on you, on what you want and on what you're waiting for. But you have to be very patient with something that's unfolding. It's something that's taking time. It seems even like slowly, something is being corrected and it's letting you get closer towards what it is that you want. But there is some big sticking point here of even like karmic justice happening and that needing to take place before something else gets kicked off directionally for you. It's like even before you can have access to something that you want, something needs to be addressed here that is in some way out of balance or out of alignment. In order to make sure you're going in the correct direction. Seeing your guides be like, hold on for a second, you need to wait for like this to go down and for this to take place before we can like put you on this track over here. And even though like your sights are set on where it is that you want to go, you may not be able to step onto like that track yet. You may have to wait. It's even about waiting for something to unfold and be like revealed to you in a bigger sense, so you can make a decision. Because I'm seeing you go back and forth with something. It's like not ready yet. And then you're ready. Ready to choose, ready to decide. Feeling very much on track as well. Seems even like the completion, an emphasis on like the thought process and also some sort of like revelation that you've been working through, that you get to the point of witnessing in a big way. And something that you had been trying to figure out, trying to sort through. You get to a point where like you're solid on something, where you're ready to like call something out or make a decision, have a conversation. So that like confusion or fogginess or lack of clarity becomes something of the past for you because of the way that you worked through it and worked with it. I'm seeing you have like a lot of stuff around you that you have created, that you've worked for. Things that you've attracted into your life because of being on track. And I'm seeing this energy around you that may like see or observe what it is that you have, and they may be somebody that in a way, even if they don't say this, they admire the way that you take action and how you do things in alignment with your intuition. It's like how you speak things out in an intuitive way, how you make choices and take action in an intuitive way. However, like when this person enters through, instead of them like maybe they even haven't realized this, instead of them being like, wow, I admire that, and maybe like I want to learn how to do that for myself, they may at times try to like maybe control you, or somehow even like influence your actions. They may also be a bit intimidated as well. Because I'm even seeing someone where, like, logically a person may not be able to, like, explain, like, why they made the choices that they did, or, like, how they built what it is that they built for themselves. It may be something, like, much more nuanced and, like, more difficult to articulate linguistically. Seeing even the notion of being able to, like, spot somebody's moves and intentions prior to them doing something. Now, I'm seeing a tower, and I'm seeing it be related to, like, an opportunity or an offer. I'm looking at the Lovers here. I'm seeing there be a bit of stress that one may feel. But working with it. This may also be something that has, like, an after effect. It's like maybe you don't feel something immediately, and then it kind of, like, builds as you move further in that direction. It gets more intense or more stressful. However, I'm seeing you work through it. It's like something that at times may have felt unmanageable, and like you found ways to deal with it, you found ways to manage it. Trying to prioritize your peace of mind, the things that bring you joy, the things that feel fulfilling to you, not losing sight of that. So I'm seeing the King of Wands, I'm seeing the King of Swords actually, and I'm seeing Mars next to it with the Tower. So what it seems like to me is that the Tower is actually going to be beneficial here within this situation. Not that the Tower isn't always beneficial, but you may see this as being, like, particularly helpful to you. The way that this happens, the effect that this has, what even takes place. It's like even being surprised at the effect of, like, your voice, what it is that you're communicating, what it is that you're saying in a big way. Like, I'm seeing something having a big effect or a big impact, And I'm seeing that it also helps you like attract or call in something into your life that you want, that brings you a sense of like stability. For some of you, this can mean like, I'm hearing getting on stage. It's like showing up wherever it is that's important for you to show up, and like saying your piece and saying what needs to be said. And because of doing that in the way that you do, and like communicating with like the specific skills and abilities and ideas and processing that you have, I'm seeing this have like quite an impact on like the people that are receptive to it. And it helps you collect or gather something within your life that you want, related to like stability, and you like reaching a goal that you want to reach, you going in the direction of what it is that you're trying to go in the direction of. And I'm seeing an opportunity being given to you, even unexpectedly, because of something that you did. It seems like you do something like maybe not expecting it to have like the impact that it does. However, it does have an impact, but that may not have been like your intention necessarily. It was just like a byproduct of what it was that you were doing. Because you may have just been like, I feel called to do this and that's why I'm doing it. It's not for like the reaction or what happens or whatever else. It's just like you feel called to do something, and so you do it. You say it, you take action in that way. You write it, whatever it is, with the throat chakra, writing, speech, communication, sound. And because of the power of this, it creates something bigger that gets pulled into your life. It's even like thinking that something that you do is going to reach maybe like 20 people, and it's like it reaches 200,000 people instead. It's something like that. Like you were doing something again because you felt called to do it, and it ends up having like this really significant, this really huge impact, like more than you even expected. With the Mars energy, it feels like an explosion in a way where like something really takes off. Or it's really important, it's really significant in a way that you hadn't been expecting. And I'm seeing this help you with like your stability, what it is that you're trying to build. Comes through, gives you even more opportunities, more options, opens doors for you. I am also seeing the Six of Wands here, which speaks about, I'm being guided to go over the signs again. I'm looking at Mercury, Jupiter, Libra, Capricorn, the Moon, Mars, Gemini, Virgo. So with the Six of Wands, this can even speak about you getting some sort of recognition for what it is that you're doing, whether this be like at your job you're being recognized, or like within your community. It's like it's something big where you're being noticed for something that you're doing. Something that's important to you, even like a statement that you're making. And I'm seeing it like connect you even with people that you feel this sense of chemistry, understanding with. Seems like you even, in a way, like in the back of your mind, kind of saw something coming, saw something forming. It's like because you took the initiative and followed your intuition, and maybe didn't know exactly where it was going to lead you, but because you listened to what the High Priestess was telling you, it like made something very huge happen, very significant. And it even like called like something or someone into your life that feels very special and significant to you. It's like connecting you even with like the right people or the right things. It feels like a moment where you may not have had a particular agenda apart from following your intuition and like listening to the divine guidance you were given. And so you do something and don't realize like the major impact that this is going to have, or the effect that it has on like many different areas of your life. And then because you do this thing, it's like these things that are happening behind the scenes that like us as humans with our like limited capacity could not have even imagined would be connected with this thing that you're doing. It's like only the high priestess could have known this, and because you listen to what the high priestess told you, it's like these pieces start falling into place in a way that would be like even impossible for like a human with a lack of connection to be able to piece together and attract. It's like this insane experiment that one is doing with like faculties that are like so far outside and beyond themselves because of the way that they are connected. I'm seeing the color purple, I'm seeing a crystal, and I'm getting the third eye. So something that you want now comes together. It feels serendipitous in a way where like you could have wanted this very specific or particular thing within your life, and it's like the ego is in a space where it's like, I don't care if it's the right timing or not, or if this like right person comes into my life or not. I'm gonna go about like finding them and take it on myself to do that. And it's like things just kept not working out. And it's like as soon as you let go of that agenda, and this can be with like a job, a person, like whatever it is that you wanted to manifest into your life, it's like as soon as you let go of it and listen to like what the high priestess is telling you, what your intuition is telling you, like all of that, it's like it attracts this thing that you wanted into your life, but in a different way than you had thought that this thing would be brought into your life. So it arrives, and it's what you wanted. Looking at the high priestess, the lovers, and the 9 of cups. It even seems like something that happens and you may not know like what to do with it when it does. It feels like an intense moment where you may like step back and reflect on something rather than taking action. Like have a moment to yourself to take a breath, to just breathe. And then figure out what you want to do moving forward. Seems as well like this is a big moment of making progress, doing shadow work and working with the ego, and like allowing your higher consciousness to transcend the ego and listening to that rather than just like your personal agenda that's not like necessarily connected with your higher self. And seeing how that ultimately connects you with fulfillment and happiness, actually. The thing is that like you may have been going about trying to like pull something into your life that you wanted. It's just like the way that you were going about doing it wasn't working. So it's like trying this new way, trying this different way, connected with the high priestess. And then it's like what you wanted, and even more than that is what comes through and shows up for you. Like that's what materializes for you within your life. And it shows you even that there's like an easier way to do something with less resistance and more flow. Things become available to you with more ease, and things change because of that. Even the way that you interact with the world around you changes because of that. It's like you realize how something works now. I'm hearing the law of attraction. Moon, Mars, Gemini, Virgo. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.